About this poll. All this people keep talking about purpose all the time. Every single person out there is talking about purpose. And so I want to know if you think purpose is mumbo jumbo, or if you think that maybe this is something that has value, or if maybe you already have it, you got it, it's clear for you, you're moving forward full force. So I want to know what you guys think. I want to know if, for you, this whole talk of purpose is mumbo jumbo, or is it something else? Hi, welcome. A few more people joining. Please, even if you're not staying, we're talking about purpose. Maybe it might be a very boring topic. It could be for some people, but before you leave, please participate in the poll. I just want to know, is purpose like a dumb concept? Is it like mumbo jumbo? Or is it something that has value? Or is it something that you feel like you got already? And then it's clear for you, you got this, you have no more, you don't have any questions, okay? So let me know, post something in the comments, let me know that you're here, give me a hi, give me a heart, give me an emoji, anything, just let me know that you guys are here, that you guys are present. A few more people are joining. Again, even if you're not staying, please participate in the poll. I want to know what you think. I want to know if purpose is a topic that makes sense, or if purpose is something that you already got. You already have it. It's already down packed. You've already moved past it. I want to understand what that means for you. Please participate in the poll. Please, please, please give me a comment so I know that you're there, because it's really strange for me to speak to myself. So I want to know that you guys are here. I want to know that you guys are listening. Let me know. Give me a like. Give me a heart. Please don't give me a poop. Give me something. Let me know that y'all are here and that you're going to participate. So let's keep going. Let's see. I got 2 reactions. I'm still figuring out this new system, but we'll see. We'll see. I wouldn't say it's new. It's new to me. I don't know that it's totally new. Let's see what this does. Okay, all right, okay, I see. Okay, guys, we're talking about purpose. Because I know what it means. Beatrice, okay, you're there. Because I know what it means not having a purpose. And I also know what it means having one. So again, I want to know what you guys think, if you guys feel like this is something that makes sense to you, or if it's just like BS. I'll leave it up on the screen for a little bit because I really want you guys to participate, but I'm hoping you can see me well. I'm kind of looking at myself on this screen, and I think it looks okay. But please let me know what you think. Isabel! Yes, thank you, because you know how we can be cray-cray sometimes. I want to make sure that I'm not just talking to myself and I'm not admiring myself. Happy to see you. Happy that you're here on the live. Thank you for the message. Okay, guys. So yeah, keep participating, because I used to think that purpose was like, overrated. Like whatever. Like okay, like we can live without it. Until my life came crashing down in a way because of a lack of purpose. So figure it out, guys. Is purpose something that is important? Is it something that matters? Are you clear on your purpose today? Or do you think it is important and that you would like to find out what your purpose is? Or are we like, what does that even mean? Who gives a right? Who gives a Or are people like, you know what? Get yourself back to work and just work. What's that whole purpose thing? Just go back to work. Please stop talking, stop complaining, right? People say that. Or some people are just not sure. Sometimes they might think they have their purpose, but then they're not sure, they're not clear. What is it, right? Well, I'm not gonna wait too long to start, because people can always rewatch the live. People have watched the other live quite a bit, so I know people can go back, people can rewind to understand what we were talking about, but I'll keep reminding you. So here's one of the reasons why I think purpose is important. I read this book a long time ago about this guy who survived the Holocaust. But as he survived the Holocaust, his entire family did not make it, his wife and his kids. They were murdered. They were murdered. And he somehow, it was a fluke, he was able to survive the Holocaust and all these atrocities, and he came to the US. And then when he came, he had to figure out what his life was about. Why was he still alive when his mom and his mom, his whole family, his wife and his kids all died? I won't give you the whole book, unfortunately. I can't. It's one of the best books I ever read. It's called The Meaning of Life. And he ended up saying that a life of meaning is a life of purpose. If you want to understand what the meaning of your life is, you need to understand what the purpose of your life is. A life of meaning is a life lived on purpose. Okay, but we're out there, we're living, we're okay. We didn't have to do all that, right? Like, he's coming up with this concept. But then think a moment, if you applied this in your life, what would that do? Now let's look at who applies purpose consistently in every single thing that they do. Who applies the concept of purpose consistently? Hi guys, the new people who joined, please put a like, put something on so I know you're there. So who applies it consistently? Anybody has a 9 to 5? Anybody has a job that they go to that it's a big organization? If you realize every year, at least once a year, they gather all of you guys, they stop all operations. They fill your calendars with meetings all about year-end performance and goal setting. Every reputable organization spends time and resources to help you set your purpose. They have a North Star. They have a vision for their company. When you work in their company, they want to ensure that all the activities and anything that you engage in is in line to bring them to their vision. I never understood how it was something that was so important, because they would cancel client meetings. We were not allowed to do anything. We had to be in the office. It was this big deal. They treated it even more important than client meetings. They treated it more important than anything. Why? Because a company understands that for a company to thrive, they need to have a strong mission. And then they need to have every single person in that organization in line with their vision. So basically, you cannot go to your job today and just do whatever you want to do, even if you're doing a good thing. They hired you to do something specific because they want every single person to play their part in order for the entire enterprise to move forward towards their goal. Now, they do this every year. They take their time, they take their money, they take their resources. Now, let me ask you this. The reason why they do this is so that they can be successful, is so that all the feet and all the arms and all the energy that's put into their organization is to go towards that same goal. Now, let me ask you, do you think we should do that for ourselves? Should we set up our own goals? Should we take some time every year, every 6 months, every year, and we reassess what our vision is? And we are ensuring that we are on that mission to follow our vision. You know, every year what we do, we take, at the beginning of every year, everybody has like a New Year resolutions based off of something spontaneous, based off of feelings. But at what point are they sitting down? Are we sitting down and we're consciously visualizing what is our vision? Where are we going? When we look into the horizon, where are we going? Do we know? Do we assess? Do we even know? Or are we just living it out? Living it out meaning you're waking up every day, you do the same thing every day, you're survival mode. This lady called zombification state. You're living like a zombie. You wake up every day, you do what you got to do, and then you go back to sleep. You numb your feelings, you numb your pain. You just live under the radar, and then that's it. And then you wonder why you're unhappy. And then you wonder why you're not successful. And then you wonder why, even though you have all these things, you've accumulated all these things, you still cannot find happiness. Sometimes you wonder why you didn't have anything. You were unhappy and unsatisfied. Now you have money, you're still unhappy and unsatisfied. Why is that? Well, it's because you're turning around like this. You're not going anywhere. Are you going towards something that is going to make you happy? Have you decided what's going to make you happy? Do you understand what your vision is? And are you going towards that? And then so that's what this session is about today. It's about for us to just wake up. The call to action here is only awareness. It's nothing else. Think about this. Does it make sense for you to wake up every day and jump on a train going into a direction that you did not decide? Somebody else decided it for you. And you're not deciding it because, well, you haven't figured it out yet. You don't think it's important. You're just out there giving yourself to an organization so you can have the right to survive and to live, eating, paying your bills, right? So you exchange. Be careful what you're exchanging for money. What are you exchanging for money? You're giving away all your power. You're giving away all your choices so that you are allowed to live and allowed to pay your bills and allowed to survive. Think about this. And guys, by the way, under the live, there's this new thing called stars that I just set up, which is why I was late. So you guys can give me stars. It's a new thing, so check it out. I even think I pinned, if you don't know what a stars is because I didn't know what it was, I even pinned it under the live where you can go and see what stars is and how you can get stars and how you can give stars to people. So check it out, okay? Stars is a cool thing on Facebook that I'm trying out, okay? So going back to what I was saying, the call to action outside of giving me stars today, okay? The call to action here is awareness. Think about it. Wake up. Like, wake up. Is it okay for you to wake up every day, get dressed, go to work, come back home, Netflix and chill, go to bed? Is it look, if this is your life objective, this is perfect, then you are in line with where you're going. If this is your life vision, then please go for it. But decide first. Determine what your vision is. If my vision is, you know what, my goal is every day to binge on Netflix, and then this is just what I want to do, then you're clear that you're actually following your vision and you're on purpose. You're living on purpose. Purpose doesn't have to mean this big thing. Oh my God, I'm out there saving the world. I'm out there saving Uglin. Hey. Oh my God, I got stars from Uglin. I got stars from No Filter today. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. So yes, guys, think about it. Purpose is important. It is important because other organizations who are super successful and super millionaires are using it. There is not one single successful individual who does not do exactly what those big corporations do, which is sitting down with themselves, following whatever process, right? Determining what their purpose is. Let's go back, guys. I keep talking about purpose. I keep talking about vision. Let me be clear. Imagine you're on top of a mountain. Your vision is that other mountain that you want to go under. You don't know how you're going to get there. You just see this big shiny mountain you want to go. You decide this is where your heart is. This is where your passion is. That is your life's vision. What is your mission? Is the bridge that you build to get to that mountain. So now you have the vision and you have the mission. The mission impossible. You're on a mission to do something. That's what your mission is, right? So you're on a mission to get to that mountain. And in order to get to that mountain, you build a bridge. That is your mission. You are on a mission. The mission is, hey, you're going to put this bridge here. You're going to jump in the water there. You remember, Mission Impossible guy, he was doing all that stuff, Tom Cruise. That's what you're supposed to be doing with yourself, right? However exciting you want that journey to be, okay? Some people would like a super chill journey. Some other people want like a super speedy, a super straightforward. You build it the way you want. So now when we say living on purpose, it means you're walking on the bridge that's getting there to your vision. So when somebody says, oh, I'm living on purpose, it means I'm walking the path that's going to get me to my life's vision. So now if living on purpose is living on your own bridge, not Beatrice's bridge, not Uglin's bridge, nobody else's bridge, your own bridge. Don't be looking at other people. A lot of times people do that. oh, I'm on YouTube, I see this person doing this great thing, let me go ahead and do the same thing. This ain't for you. It really probably isn't. You need to decide what your purpose is. You need to decide where you're going to be walking. What's your path? Okay. So I know I'm rambling, but I want to keep moving forward because I want to tell you a little bit about what you can do. Okay. But, I firmly believe, and I think I said this on my previous live, I firmly believe that we can change the world if we change ourselves. We can change the world in an instant. You see how COVID changed the world in an instant? The entire world? We can change the entire world in an instant if we change ourselves. Now, when I say changing ourselves, I'm not talking about anything big. The only thing I'm talking about is awareness. Have a little bit of awareness. Be aware of where you are and where you're going. I actually wrote a blog just about that. Please check it out. I actually pinned my blog also under the live so you can see. A lot of people are there. A lot of people are lost. Okay, so what is it that you can do? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. Where am I headed? Is my husband told me to go there? My wife told me to go there? My mom, my daddy? Where am I going? Because I understand. I have a child. He's 8 years old. I should tell him where to go. I should tell him what to do. I am in charge of his trajectory. I'm speaking to adults here. Where are you headed? Don't answer for me. Answer for yourself. Where are you headed? Who made the decision? Who decided where you needed to go? Now, let's say somebody told you where to go, and then you were not sure about yourself at that point, and then you were just following somebody else's vision. Okay, but if you're still alive today, then you can make a different choice. You can ask yourself, I got a few other stars from you, Glenn. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Guys, please give me more. Every time I'm getting stars, I'm getting goosebumps. If you guys saw Black Mirror and people getting likes and that's how your life is. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I love it. So first thing, ask yourself, guys, please, you see a poll on there. The people who are here who just joined, please participate in a poll. We're talking about purpose. Super dumb, super just boring thing. It is boring until it's not, right? Maybe it's boring, but it's serious. Okay, so ask yourself, where are you headed? When you wake up every day, you're super excited or not, and you're heading to work. Where are you headed? Whose goal are you following? It might be aligned with who you are. A lot of people right now today have jobs that are perfectly aligned with their soul's purpose and mission. But the vast majority of people out there, I know they're not. Simply because we were not taught to teach ourselves, to ask ourselves those questions. We're in 2023. For the people who don't care about astrology, just mute your ears for just a little bit. But for people who believe that those planets around us somehow affect us, okay. The world is changing. Pluto, which is a planet that is only goes around the sun every 248 years. Pluto is in Aquarius. We went from Capricorn to Aquarius. We went from a place where people worked, gave them their time for money. Now we're going to get into a space where people give themselves for money. We're not talking about prostitution. We're not talking about prostitution. I'm talking about intellectual capital. So think about it. What is it that you want to offer to the world? It's not a big question, guys. I'm not talking about something big. I'm talking about for you, who you are, who you know you are. We have to stop being a puppet. Exactly, Isabel. We have to stop being a puppet. A puppet master. The puppet master is the one who controls our destiny right now. So let's make a different choice. Let's figure it out. And you know what's crazy? Again, that's what I wrote on my notes. I know I'm pushing my blog, but I'm talking about the things that I'm writing about. I'm living exactly what I'm talking about. So I read about it, I talk about it, I live it, I watch it. I'm just about the same thing because for me, I'm following my purpose, right? So right now I'm completely in line with the things that I'm talking about. There was a time when people did not have their rights to exercise their own freedom. There was a time when slavery was full blown and was out there. Now we're seemingly not in physical bondage anymore. Most of the world is not. Some people still are, okay? Most of the people are not. So we have this seeming freedom. What are we doing with it? Like Bob Marley said. Nelson Mandela said the same thing. These two people, again, if you believe in those people, think about they both of them said pretty much the same thing when it came to slavery. The biggest form of slavery is that of the mind. We are conditioned to be enslaved mentally. Now, please, this is not a big bad wolf. Your parents don't hate you. Your ancestor does not hate you. This is not why they put you in. The world is evolving. Your ancestors brought you here. Your job is to get them there. You have to keep moving forward. So what's your next step? They did what they had to do to get you here. Now we're talking about slavery of the mind. How do you resolve that? How do you become free in your mind? Bob Marley said it. The biggest form of slavery is that of the mind. Nelson Mandela said, I was 26 years in prison, but I was not enslaved. I was not in bondage because he was free in his mind. So now let's try to be free in our minds. And how do we do that? It's not that hard, guys. Please, it's not that hard. That's exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing. Just to show you that it's really not that hard. Anybody can do it. Okay. So let's move on. Again, I'm not going to discount some people. I just want to reiterate. You might have a job and you love where your company is bringing you because you've assessed with yourself. It could be a fluke. Or it could be that you've assessed with yourself and you figure out, I'm completely aligned. I can be completely aligned with that organization because it fulfills my soul's mission. One thing I know for sure, that's my belief number one. I'll share 3 of my beliefs with you today. Please, if I forget, one of you guys remind me, okay? But belief number 1, I believe that everybody needs to protect their core personal freedom. We are all free because we all have to be free in our minds. So we have to decide first. Now, I understand it's a big choice. A lot of people don't want to make choices for themselves. People who don't make choices for themselves, it's not because they can't. It's because a lot of people don't want to. A lot of people want you to take care of them. A lot of women want men to take care of them. And I'm not talking only monetarily, at least if it was only that. No, a lot of women want men to take care of them, not only financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, friendly. A lot of women don't even have friends. Their man is their friend and they're everything. When you do that, you give away your power. And when you do that, you do not serve the man. You don't love him. You do not respect him because you put him in a position to fail. You give him a responsibility that he may not be able to uphold. So in reality, you're thinking you're probably cute. You think you're probably being romantic. You're thinking you're probably even, oh my God, I'm going to give myself to him. But no, you're not. Nobody needs that job. He really doesn't. He's hoping that he can love you and not you not being a burden. Now let me flip it around. Men do the same thing. Men can be quite needy. Men sometimes are in relationships with women so that the woman can satisfy all their needs because they have something likely broken inside of them, not yet fixed or not yet healed. And then they get somebody and then they put that upon you. You must make me happy. Same concept of giving away your power, same concept of mental slavery. So now I'm not asking you to do anything, but just to recognize. Don't be hating yourself. You don't need to point the fingers at this other person who you saw. The whole point of the School of Superpowers is to judge only one person, and it's yourself. And the way you do that is with love and care. It's very easy. Look, we can sit here. I would love to do that one day. We all sit here and we all find something negative to say about somebody else. Let's not even say negative. We can all sit here and find how Eugene could be better. Beatrice could be better. Isabel could be better. It's so easy to look at another person. It's very easy. Okay? So anybody can do it. So we can do this for days and days and days and days. Now let's take a step back and look at what we can change inside of ourselves. Let's look at where Anne-Christie did not show up the way she needed to. And am I going to take myself with a punch and I'm going to call myself a witch? I'm going to call myself a this or that because I didn't do this and that? Am I going to treat myself with love and care and respect? That's very hard, which is another topic I'm going to write about: negative self-talk. Negative self-talk. Because I have a feeling that the way I speak to myself, or the way we speak to ourselves, is likely much worse than the way that we speak to other people. That's another topic, but let's move on. So here's what I would like for you to do. Oh, guys, for the new people who joined, please, you see there's a poll right here. Please participate. Even if you're not saying, I want to participate, I want to know what you guys are thinking. I want to know where your mind is at. If you think it makes sense, if you think it doesn't make sense. Number 2, there's something called Facebook stars, and Uglin already gave me twice Facebook stars, which is super cool. Please use the Facebook stars. I have a link under my bio, under the comment section, whatever, where you can see what the Facebook star is and how to, give me stars. I love it. I enjoy it. Okay, let's keep moving. So here's what I would like for you to do. Now that you understand that purpose is important, any strong organization today will have you sit down at least once a year to make sure that you are on purpose. They will make you sit down and make sure that whatever it is that you're doing in their organization serves them. It's not that they hate you. It's because you walked in and you wanted a job. They're like, okay, if you want to work for us, you need to follow our vision. You're not coming here to do your own thing. If you want to do your own thing somewhere else. But here, you're here to make sure that you're bringing us from point A to point Z. And this is how we want you to go. Here's our mountain. Here's our bridge. You don't need to be doing any of that stuff. We decided how we want to get there. And then you are helping them. You are coming every day and giving all your resources to another organization so they can be successful, in exchange for you getting a little money so you can pay your bills and go on vacation twice a year, or maybe once a year. Not even. Some people cannot even do any of that stuff. All right? Okay. Here's what I would like you to do. Number 1, do not quit your job. This is not a quit your job live. Please, this is not what this is. This is for you to sit down and assess. Okay, I'm in this job today. This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. Let me sit down with myself to see where I want to go. Oh, it seems like I want to go there. Now let me see, because you don't need to throw the baby away with the bathwater. Now let me see how I can realign my position with the job. Let me have that conversation. You might be in an organization and you're doing administrative work, but you feel like you might be more a salesperson, but you were afraid of. You were not even sure. Man, I went to school for admin. I spent all these years with admin. I had 25 years of admin. So now I'm going to go and do sales at like 30, 40, 50, 60, right? And that's the problem. You can have that conversation, dare to have that conversation, because the world is changing. The world is changing. The world needs you to come up and to showcase yourself authentically. And number 2, guys, AI is coming, so be careful. Any job that you're doing, like little job that you're doing that, you're just going by, if you're not going to have some form of creativity in what you're doing, AI likely will take you over. But anyway, that's another topic I'm sorry for the sound. That's another topic for my other blog article. Okay. So first thing, do not quit your job. Second, number 2, do not start that business. Don't be like, oh my God, I was in YouTube the other day and I saw Isabel start this catering business. I'm going to do it too. No, it's not for you. It likely is not for you. Or because you see, oh, look at this person with this nice car because they have this business on YouTube and they're reading tarot cards. I want to do the same thing so I can have that same car. You will likely fail. And please, it's not because you make some money into something that you are succeeding. Because if you are not happy and your soul is dying, it is unsuccessful. The point is to get your soul to be at peace. When you wake up every day, you're like, it's not about not having problems. Everybody will always have problems. It's about being able to be at peace. That you not have this thing nagging you all the time, like, shit, you're not on the right track. Shit. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying that. But anyway, it's not supposed to be something for kids anyway. But, you want to be able to wake up and be at peace. Be like, all right, I got this. And have excitement. You have to be able to be fired up. Some people, when they do, like, you can tell. I don't know if you know some people who have 2 different activities in their lives. Their passion and something they do just for money. The moment that they get engaged in their passion project, they are a different person. They come up alive. You can find that too. And look, you don't have to quit your job and become a musician. You don't have to quit your job and you don't have to quit your job and start a business renting cars. I did that, by the way, renting cars because everybody's doing it. It's not because and when you fail, it's not because it's a bad business. It's simply because you didn't have what it took to keep going. Failure is when you stop trying. And when you work in something that you don't have passion for, you will stop trying eventually. It will beat you up. But when you have passion for it, it's going to keep sending things to you, and you keep sending challenges to you. You're going to keep overcoming those challenges. That's when you know you are on your life's purpose, because you have this thing inside of you in abundance. So please do not start that business. Instead, assess. And I'll teach you how to assess to find your purpose, okay? I did create a course to help people find their purpose. That's all right. But if you don't want the course, I'm going to tell you a few things that you can do so that you can find your purpose. So that you can, today, after this live, you're like, man, let me just figure this thing out because this is not it for me. Well, you're going to be able to follow those little steps, and you're going to be able to find your purpose. Once you find your purpose, or at least you're able to identify it, you'll be like, okay, now what is my step? I already told you, I already have here the steps for you to follow so you can get there, okay? Number 4, no reason to go back to school. Oh my God, every time I hear those people that go back to school and they take that $250,000 loan because they want to have an MBA. Or oh my God, I'm going to go become a nurse because everybody who's a nurse makes money. You know how much they work too? You know they deal with blood? Okay. If you're not interested in that, why are you becoming a nurse? Oh no, because I want to make money. Okay, well, that doesn't work, right? You're going to spend a few years in it and you're going to become unhappy again, and it's going to be so. No, do not quickly go back to school, take that 250. I see people when they have this discomfort and they're like, let me go back to school, because school gives them an impression of moving, but you're moving in place if you're learning something that does not satisfy your soul. Your soul has a clear voice, and we must learn how to hear it. You know, we have everybody's voice in our ears. I have Isabel's voice, Beatrice's voice. Everybody's voice is in my ear. What is my voice? It is okay to have other people's opinion, but they cannot be the loudest opinion inside of you. You have to have the final word. And if you don't feel equipped to make the final choice in your life, get help. Get a coach. That's why people do life coaching. That's why life coaching exists. That's why life coaching is actually so successful. I'm not a life coach, by the way, but I have people who are actually offering life coaching services in my at the School of Superpowers. So I can tell you that's why people need life coaches, because now you're okay. I don't know something. I need to be the CEO of my own life, but I don't know how to do this thing. Let me pair myself with somebody who knows. Let me learn the job, because you are a CEO. Learn the job. The job is yours. Don't be Cinderella, who was looking for the prince to be her CEO. Don't be Sleeping Beauty, who does the same thing. Sleeping Beauty was like, yo, F that stuff, man. I'm just going to sit right here and I'm going to wait for this man to just wake me up, because life is not worth living. Like, what am I living for? I don't have no life if I don't have no man, right? And that goes for men too. I got no life. I got no woman. We need to stop that. It is important to have companionship. It is important to have a man in your life. It is important to have a woman in your life. We are meant to have relationships, but it is extremely important for you to meet your minimum core needs. You are responsible for your own self. Nobody is. If you need help, you ask for help. This is you being in charge. You being in charge and asking for help is you being in charge. You saying, I cannot do this, but let me get somebody to do that. You're monitoring that person's performance. And the moment they're not giving you what you want, you get somebody else. But you know what the job is. So it's okay to ask for help, but you are responsible. Nobody else is. Okay? And please do not frantically look for another job. There are some people every day they're on LinkedIn looking for jobs. Every day they're everywhere looking for jobs, applying because they're looking for happiness. There's something in Haiti that's called, I don't know if everybody here probably not everybody here speaks Creole. You know, you're running from the river and you fall into the ocean. That happened to me. Oh my God, this is going to be another life. I need to tell you. I mean, I was like, I hope this is not what's going to happen to me. And that's exactly what happened to me. I was telling myself, I hope that this doesn't happen. Okay, it happened to me. I was running for the river and I fell into the deep abyss of ocean. So don't be looking for that other job simply because you're trying to be happy and you think this job is going to make you happy. Again, you're just running around. Stop. Determine what your purpose is first. Determine what your life's vision is first. Determine what that image is, and then see where that vision fits into anything else that you're doing in your life. Okay? So I'm saying find your vision. Find your purpose. If you don't, again, my course is out there. That's what my course does. My course helps you find your purpose, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's say you're not going to do the course. I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to give you a quick of how you can find, at least how you can find your purpose. And remember, your purpose is that tool. Your mission is that those activities that you need to do to get to your vision. Remember Tom Cruise does a whole lot of stuff. I never really understood what he was looking for, but he did a whole lot of stuff, traveled into beautiful countries, met beautiful women until he got to his mission, until he accomplished his mission. What is your mission? Your mission is at the intersection of your passion and your skills. Now, again, my course goes into super details, and it's like, I'm a mathematician. I love those types of things. So I did it really funky, but pretty much it's at the intersection of your passion and your skills. So you're going to use whatever is at the intersection of your passion and your skills. That's going to be your tool. If what's at the intersection of your passion and your skills is refurbishing furniture, meaning you have passion for it and you're skillful at it, start with that. I'm not saying, oh my God, quit my job and start refurbishing all the furniture. This is not what I'm saying. I'm saying this is your tool. When you play Minecraft, for the people who play Minecraft, because I do play Minecraft sometimes, and my son would tell me, oh my God, Mom, you cannot carve this thing with this tool. You need to build a different tool. Okay, here's the tool. Your tool is, you can become a customer service agent, but you freaking hate it. Some people are great at it, by the way, and they need to do that. That's their tool. What is your tool? It's what sits at the intersection of your passion and your skills. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, then find your vision. Your vision is that mountain, right? What is it that I want? What is it where am I going? What am I here for? Why am I waking up every day for? Why am I making this effort? Why am I eating? Why am I getting money? Why? Because you're trying to satisfy your soul. Find out what your soul wants. Again, my course does that. My course goes through a bunch of different little things to help you find exactly what your soul wants. And it's very easy to find, but it's just a series of questions that we're not going to go through here. But if you are somebody who's close to yourself and you can ask yourself that question or understand, a lot of times deep down inside, we all know. Because there's not one person who completed the course that was like, oh my God, that was so new to me. No. Unfortunately, it was something that you buried deep down inside of you. That every time that comes, you keep pushing it away. That's your vision. Find out what your vision is. What is it that you truly want? A lot of times we have visions that people put down. You're never going to get that. Oh, you have all these big dreams. Where do you think you're going to go with that? And people make you feel bad about your vision. But look, a lot of times it's your parents, it's your spouse, it's your friends. But please, they're not doing this because they hate you. They're not doing this because they hate you, because they don't have the vision. It's your vision. A lot of times we look for validation. I mean, it's cool, but some things are too important. You have to believe in it. Because the moment you believe in it, they will believe in it too. But if you're looking for people to believe in your vision for you, man, you're not going to get there, because it's giving them too much responsibility. Not because they're not that great, but because they're humans. You're not supposed to do that to someone else. You're not supposed to come with yourself, with all your baggage, and you drop it on somebody's lap and for them to figure it out for you, because you will be unhappy when they set you on a course that was not yours. So find your vision. So your soul. See, I wrote something here that I want to read for you guys. You know what your vision is? It is what is buried deep inside your soul. And shame and guilt and embarrassment of other people's judgment is stopping you from expressing it. So think about all the things that you're kind of hiding inside of yourself because you're ashamed, because you're embarrassed, because they made you feel guilty for wanting those things. That's your vision. Keep it to yourself. You don't need to be sharing it with no one. Nobody needs to know. This is yours. Keep it protected. But remove this layer of shame and guilt. Remove that. And keep it close to you. That's your vision. So now you have your vision and you have your mission. Your mission is what? At the intersection of your passion and your skills. So now if you're great at carving wood, refurbishing furniture, it means that you have that in abundance. It means that you're the type of person, you can be sitting here for hours and hours and hours and hours, and you're gonna be doing that stuff. Another person that's not their passion, they're looking for that 9 to 5. The woman is 5:01, not even 4:59. They're about to jump out. You, if it's your passion and your skills, it's gonna be 8 o'clock. You're still gonna be doing it because you're not gonna recognize it's not work for you. You're even gonna feel guilty for doing it for so much, because you need that avenue to express that, your passion and your skills. And when you work on your passion and your skills, you can get to your vision. This is a grosso modo thing, and this is not, again, if you want the full-fledged thing, please do my course. But if you don't want to do it, please, just these 2 things that I told you, you can already kind of see, oh, I see what Anne Christie's saying. I see where I can go. Okay. So once you do that, dare to spend time contemplating what your vision is. Look at it. Cherish it every day. Think about it every morning and see how every single day you can create time and space for it. I know everybody knows what SMART objectives are, right? SMART objectives, right? Specific, measurable, actionable, and RNT. Okay, whatever. Okay. If you just Google it, ChatGPT will tell you also what a SMART goal is. You can also, again, establish SMART goals to get to your vision. Just play the game. Before you go to bed, take a sheet of paper. Put that mountain. Yeah, that's your vision, your life vision. Oh my God, I want this. I always wanted this kind of life. This. And then passion and skills together. You have to put values in there too. But again, it's too complicated for me to give you the entire course, but at least passion and skills, put them there. And now set objectives, SMART objectives. How can I reasonably get there? And look if those objectives are SMART. So now you have a little plan to start moving yourself from a place of the zombie state to a place of purpose and meaning. And guys, that's it. This exercise right here is just an exercise of awareness. Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Isabel. Yes, because it's important. So guys, 49 minutes. I'm going to leave in the next a few minutes. I want 2 things from you, please. I love writing. That's one of my passions. You know what? On the next live, I'm just going to make it about me. I'm going to make it about me because I want to share with you why I'm talking about this like this. Why? What does she know? Why is she talking about this? Why does she think she can talk about this? So I'm going to put myself into this so that you get a chance to see me in action into this. But one way you can figure out why I feel that I can talk about this, go on my blog. Please subscribe to my blog. It's free. It's free. And I love writing. Clearly, you will see. You will see. It's dissertations. They used to give me a big fat 0 because my dissertations were too long, because I love dissertations. On Fridays, when they were not giving, when the teacher forgot to give the dissertation for the weekend, I'm like, oh, you forgot to give us homework. And everybody hated me, of course. But me, I was a geek and I wanted to write. So anyway, so you will see Dorothy. Hey, Dorothy. Hey, Dorothy's a balloon girl. Oh my God, she does those beautiful balloon decorations. We had a live the other day and I checked out some of her work. Fantastic. And I love it. Again, somebody who found her mission. People will be like, oh my God, that girl's so dumb. She doing balloons. Who cares about balloons? She does. And she does it well and she does it great. And that's the thing, right? So you might be like me, for sure. I don't want to do no balloons. First of all, I would probably pop all of them and then that would annoy me, right? So I don't want any of that stuff. But you should see when she speaks about it. And you should see what she actually does with it. And you should see where she's going to bring it. That is called passion. That is somebody who is already succeeding. She's on a path to success. Every day she becomes more and more successful at it. And that's what it is when Dorothy, because it is, yes, you absolutely love it. You were talking about that stuff. I was like, oh my God, balloons. Who cares? But that's how you can tell, right? But now if I wasn't woke, I would have been looking at INZ. Oh my God, this guy. Oh my God, this guy is making paintings. I'm trying not to like all of his paintings so I don't look like a super creep on Facebook. But man, if one day I can have one of your paintings in my house, I already imagine a few of them all over my walls. NZ is fantastic. NZ Saint-Wam Laboussière. Check him out, guys. His paintings are fantastic. We used to live close to each other back in the days in Haiti. Okay. So again, your passion is going to be that thing that you're excited about, and people are going to be like, oh my God, this person's so dumb. That's what you want. You want people to be like, oh my God, this is so boring. That's how you know this is your passion. If everybody's clapping, if everybody's happy about it, it probably ain't it, because you're out there doing it to please them. You have to find something that if you're alone in it, you're still good. Dorothy can still be doing it as long as she finds one person who's like, man, and you know what? She will always find people. She will always find people to ask her to make balloons, because the way she does it is unique, because you see the passion in it. Okay. So please, guys, follow my blog. Go on the schoolofsuperpowers.com/blog. Drop your emails there. I would love it. That's going to help me grow, because that's one of my passions. One of the things I'm doing, right, is writing. That's one of the things that I'm doing. I was writing since I was a kid. People will be like, oh, Aunt Chrissy, why don't you just write a book? It's bigger than that, because I understand clearly what my vision is, and I understand clearly how to get there. Now, can your vision change? Yes. Because we're not static people, guys. We're not robots. Your life changes when you have kids, when you get married. Your things evolve, but you have to be dynamic. That's why I love yoga, by the way. It teaches you how to be agile. It teaches you how to go with the flow and not be rigid. It's not just one thing. I always wanted to be like this since I was like 2 years old. It's okay that it changed and that it evolved. Nobody's holding you to it. Do you? It's time for us to be unapologetically ourselves. It's time for us to learn to accept rejection, accept criticism, accept to not be popular, accept to not be liked by everyone. Guys, Facebook stars, Euglene gave you a bunch of stars. So for the people who just joined, please, I love it. It's giving me like this weird, strange Black Mirror vibe feeling. Every time I get a star, I get super excited. I get goosebumps. So I love it. So please, guys, use the Facebook stars. Show me some love. Show me that you love the content. And also tell me if you feel like this is really helping you, right? If you feel like, man, I guess you're probably right. I probably need to sit down somewhere and then figure out just a little assessment. Let me do a little assessment. Every year, people who are in corporations, they even send you to the doctors. They make sure you go to the doctors because they don't want you to fail. They want you to be on point for your mission. They take you more seriously than you take yourself. They make sure you take PTO. They make sure that are you recharged from the weekend? Are you back on Monday super excited? They want you to be at your best so you can perform for them. There's nothing wrong with that. But what about you? What is it that you want for yourself? Where do you want to go? Where are you going? Or do you know where you're going? Or your eyes shut and you're just walking by? Guys, please participate in the poll. I don't even know how to put the poll down. But anyway, keep pressing those buttons. Are you clear on your purpose or not? I kind of want to see, I kind of want to see where we are, because we're heading into a place in the world where that's another blog topic, where if you don't know where you go, if you don't know yourself, AI is going to take you over. Because AI is as smart as you at all times. If you don't know how to elevate to the fifth dimension, this is a conversation I'll have. You know what? Maybe with no filter, I'll have that conversation. Fifth dimension? If you don't know how to get there, AI is just going to swallow you whole. Because AI is just a mirror of you. So if you don't know how to elevate and you're just still staying in a 3D dimension with AI, you're not going to make it. Anyway, okay. Not to spook you. And then the second thing, guys, please go on my Facebook page. First of all, give me stars, please, please, please. I love it. Second of all, go on my page. Please subscribe to my blog. It's going to help me grow. I want to grow. I want to have this big, huge, massive blog that everybody talks about. Every time I post a blog, I'm excited. I'm not even nervous. I'm excited. I'm getting ready for the next one. I love it. This is my thing. So I want it to grow. So I'm asking all of you guys to please subscribe to it and share it with people. If you like any of those articles, now you can quickly share it with somebody. That way they can read it. And that way they can share it with another person. And then accuracy is super growing. And accuracy is like, boop, 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 boop. That's what I want, right? I want my voice to be out there. I want to communicate with people in that way. So that is my vision. Next time, I want to come with, because I did my course, obviously I created it and I did it as a student a few times. And I kind of want to show you what came out for me, right? I have a vision statement and I also have a mission statement. I want to put it out there for you guys to see so that when I say I'm on purpose and I even know exactly what to say yes and what to say no to because I know where I'm going. Not every opportunity is a good opportunity. If somebody asks me today, "And Chrissy, open a restaurant with me," I cannot say yes. Not because I love food, first of all, so I would always love that. It's going to take me away from what it is that is truly matters to me. So I might be a multimillionaire doing this restaurant. Is my soul going to be fed? Am I going to be happy? Even I'm going to say this one last thing. It's one more minute. I even say to women and men, right? "Oh, I want to be with this man who's going to take care of me and do everything, everything, everything." Or "I want to be with this woman who's going to..." But are you going to be happy with yourself though? Like, is that your life's objective, to not be and do anything? And look, being a stay-at-home mom is doing something. It is a calling. I'm not talking about stay-at-home moms, active moms, being in the home and becoming a homemaker. That is a full-time job. This is not what I'm talking about. People who are actively trying to not live their lives. They're actively looking for ways to live less and to consume, to not be they're not a productive member of society. You're not creating anything. You're not creating any content. You're not creating anything. You're just there to take. These are people that can sit down and figure, okay, what's my real purpose and mission? It is okay to want somebody to take care of you and to show you love and to show you help and support. I'm talking about that core need that you don't want to meet for yourself and that you want another person to do for you. Okay, so anyway, guys, that's all I had. I love doing those lives. I enjoy it. I'm excited. And I just love to see those people pop up, just different people from different places of the world and of my life. So I love it. Guys, so please share the live. And you can still give stars after the live, which is so cool. So for the people who are rewatching this, you can give out stars. You can also go on my page. You can also sign up for my blog. Oh, also check my course catalog too. Yeah, you might want to do the course. It's super cheap. You might want to do the course. Do it. I want you. Obviously, I want everybody to do the course, right? That's the whole point. But I absolutely want people to hear me about all the things that I want to teach. So it's not only the course that I'm going to be putting out there. I'm going to be putting a lot of other things out there. Anyway, guys, it's been real. It's been great. I will leave you with this. Be kind to yourself. This is not being selfish. You have to be your best friend. Imagine what it would be like. You see how much you are best friend to this and that person? Be your own best friend. Practice that. It's very, 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 very hard to be your best friend. The people who are their best friends are the most successful people on this planet. Oprah. She is her own best friend. She's her own supporter. Before the world supports Oprah, Oprah supports Oprah. Just to give you one example. They don't live in shame and in guilt and in fear. These are not things they know. Anyway, guys, thank you. It's been real. Isabel, Andy, Dorothy, Ugline, B, and all these other people who joined. Thank you. I love you so much. And I'm going to be doing this every month. So I'll be posting the new one coming up in the next month. And stay real, guys. I love it.